Well, hello and welcome to a new random video. And on this video, guys, we're here for the tier list for the mid elos for the patch 14.8. Like the mid elos, at least on my opinion, I would consider like gold, maybe gold. Some people might say it's low elo. Gold, platinum, emerald, around those areas. Maybe even diamond. I don't know. It's to you guys' opinion, but like when I'm talking about medials, I'm talking about these placements in here. So I'm here to show you by each lanes the current champions that are better at there. So for example, we have here the top lane. As you can see, there are not all the top laners in here. I'm just showing you the A and the S tier because those are the best ones. Um, so yeah, let's start with this. So let's start on the A tier. Just to explain to you, usually the first characters here on the A tier, they usually have a really good win rate, but they are not being picked as much. So that's the reason why they are not on S tier, because people are not playing with them, but they usually sometimes, not usually, but sometimes they have even better win rate than those in here. And as you guys can see, there is no OP champion in here. Why? Because for OP champions, I'm going to pick someone that is on the S tier if he has more than 53% win rate. There is no champion with more than 53% win rate currently on top lane, so there is no one on the OP tier. The S tier is usually the champions that have a good win rate, and there are actually people playing with them on the yellow that I just said about and on these lanes. So that's why they are on the S tier. So let's start by the A tier. We have Akali, Jax, Bolivar. That's is totally basics. These champions are pretty fine to be in there. Gragas, Fiora, Orange, Shan. I rarely Teemo. I surprised to see Teemo in here, but as I said, guys, it's something that you don't see all the time. He probably has a good win rate because there is not many people playing with him. Um, Vayne top, that's the same thing. Camille has a good win rate because she is actually good. That's why she's in here, and there are people playing with her. And then we get like to these champions that no one is currently playing with them. At least I'm platinum, so I think I consider myself to be in here. And what I see in my games, no one plays these champions on top lane. Yorick, Temken, Shilawi, Warwick, Kale, Urgot. Maybe sometimes we see a Dr. Mundo. So that's probably why they are here, because those that actually play with them actually get an interesting win rate. That's why they are all the way to the A tier. But the ones that are actually strong, and that have actually people playing with them currently are the ones that are on the S tier. So we have from the worst one to the best one, Yone, Skarner. Skarner now has a buff to his normal tanky build, so people are going to start doing less and less the AP build with the Arcane Comets and the upgrading the W. Aatrox, basic. Darius, Renekton, Jesus. For some reason I forgot the name of the champion. Malphite, Nasus, Mordekaiser, Garen, Set, and the strongest one, again, based by the win rate, it's Trundle. But not strong enough to be in the OP tier. Yeah, guys, this is the tier list for the top lane, but let's move on for the jungle. I already have the stuff here organized. Currently on the jungle for the mid tiers, for the mid elos, we have... Get out of here, fucking fly. We have on the A tier quite some champions. We have on the S tier not so many, and we have no champion on the OP tier because there is no champion on the S tier with more than 53% win rate. Briar got nerfed, that's why she got off the OP tier because she used to be up there, and now she's just S tier. And Skarner, with the buffs, managed to be even better than her currently. So we have on the A tier Kane, Shaco, Kha'Zix, Evelyn, Echo, Fiddlesticks, Zac, Mordekaiser, Jax, Siobhan, Lilia, Renekton, what? Rek'Sai, Shinzo, Amumu, Volibear, Jarvan, and like these ones that we're gonna see in here are like the champions that there are not many people playing with them, but when they show up, they usually win. Brand, Warwick, Rammus, Belveth, Nocturne, even Vi, although I see Vi more often. And then we have the champions on the S tier. I want to give one exception in here. Lee Sin has actually a negative win rate. But why is he up here? Well, first of all, a lot of people pick Lee Sin. But second of all, if a guy, like we are talking about the mid elos, so this is the elos where if a guy is like main Lee Sin and he plays with Lee Sin in here, and he actually manages to win. This means this guy is actually being get the fuck out of here, fucking fly. This means this guy is actually getting quite good on Lee Sin. We're talking about the elos where people actually start to become good with champions. Like if you play with in bronze and you see a guy playing with Yasuo, you're gonna think, what the fuck this guy's doing? Same thing for Lee Sin. If you come to Platinum, to Emerald, and you start to see some people playing with these champions, not all the time, but there are some guys that are going to show up and you're going to be like, whoa, this guy is actually good. So that's why Lee Sin is in here. People are actually playing with him in here. Although they are not actually winning much, but he has a crazy pick rate. Then we have Viego, Mastery, Diana. Briar got nerfed, but is still kind of good. And Skarner, currently the best pick for jungle. Not the OP pick, because he doesn't have a crazy win rate, but he's still the best one. Now let's move on for mid. On mid, we have, again, pretty similar to the jungle, at least on the amounts. On the A tier, we have Wei, being played less and less. Yone, Katarina, Akali, Malzahar, Irelia, Silas, Twisted Fate, Fizz, Kassadin, Zeraf, Vex, Lux mid. It's been quite a while I don't see a Lux on mid lane. Action, Annie, like I said, now we get to the point where we see champions that are actually having a good win rate on mid, but not many people are playing with them. Brand, Nefiri, Anivia. If I'm not mistaken, Brand, Nefiri, and Anivia, they actually have a better win rate than Veigar, which is the top one currently for the mid tier. The problem is, no one is playing with these champions, but those that are playing are actually having a good win rate. But compared to the S tier, we have champions that are actually being played quite a lot. And we have Yasuo, of course Yasuo is being played quite a lot. Zed, Ari, Aurelion Sol, and Veigar currently being the champion with the biggest win rate on mid lane for the mid elos. But again, no OP tier, there is no champion with more than 53% win rate from the S tier. Although I think Brand has more than 53% win rate, but he doesn't have enough players to be playing with him to consider him even S tier, nonetheless OP. Moving on to the AD carries. On the AD carries, not so many AD carries because it's actually the role that has less champions in the game. On the A tier we have Lucian, Caitlyn, Samira, Yasuo, which sometimes shows up as an AD carry, Vayne, Misfortune, Ashe, Senna, Veigar, and Nyla. Again, here two champions that are not played so much as an AD carry, but when you play, they usually have crazy win rate. Nyla has more than 53% win rate. That's why if she was an S tier, she would be on OP. But not many people are playing with her. That's why she's just on A tier. On the S tier, we have three champions, Jhin, Jinx, and Twitch. Jhin and Jinx, and this breaks my tongue. So Jhin is actually having a good win rate, so as is Jinx, Twitch, same thing. They are having quite some good pick. They're being picked, and even though they are being picked quite a lot, they are actually having some good win rate. And then we have Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw is not picked as much as none of these three, but is not picked as so low as something like Nyla and Veigar as an AD carry. So he has picked enough to be showing as an S tier, and he has more than 53% win rate, so he is on OP. Kog'Maw is currently the OP AD carry of the patch for these elos that I just said. Moving on to the supports. On the supports, a lot of champions. Okay, so Karma got nerfed a few patches ago, that's why she kinda sucks right now, but she's still an A tier. Nautilus, basic support, Pantheon, Yomi, Rel, Nico, Senna, Alistar, Vard, Seraphine, Pyke, Maokai, Skarner is even getting some quite good results even as a support. Zeraf, Rakan, Shaco, Tamkench, Galio, Vel'Koz, Emilio, Braum, Zillion, Soraka, Zac, Renata Glask, Poppy, Sona, and Taric. So if you guys remember on the previous patch, Sona was up here. What happened is Sona still has a good win rate, but not so many people are playing with her, so she comes down. On the previous patch, Taric, if I'm not mistaken, he already had a larger win rate than Sona. But even less people were playing with Taric, so now you can see that Taric is ahead of Sona. On the S tier, the champions that are OP, not OP, sorry, that are good, we have Lux, Thresh, Lulu, Morgana, Blitzcrank, Leona, Nami, Brand, Janna, and Zyra. The top three, the champions that have a significant peak rate and that have significant results are Zyra, the one with the higher results, then Janna, and then Brand. Apparently, caster supports are having a quite good result. We have quite few tanks. We have Leona, Blitzcrank, and Thresh here being the only tanks. The peel supports we have like only Lulu and Nami, and even Nami can build AP if you want. You gotta be kind of crazy to do that, but you can. But apparently, oh wait, that's Janna too. But champions that go full AP are having quite good results here as a support on the mid elos. We have Zyro, we have Brand, Morgana, Lux. Yeah, but that's it, guys. This is a tier list currently for the mid elos. Right after this, I'm gonna post a video for the high elos. Again, I'm doing this video based on statistics. This is not my opinion because I know that there are going to be people in the comments saying, "Oh, I can't believe you put that champion in there. It was not me who put there in there." Okay, the only thing that is here, there's my opinion, is the OP tier. Okay, it's the only thing. That's the only thing, and it's because he is an S tier with more than 53% win rate. So means he's OP. But that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to drop the like down there. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And guys, I'll see you the next video. Bye.